So here's what I'm using right now for my coffee whenever I go to work. This is my CONTIGO doohickey, and I don't know how good the light is here, but you should be able to see there's all kind of scratches and dings and shit all over it because I used the shit out of this thing. It's full right now. I'm getting ready for work. Here's the lid. I actually really love this, okay? Here's the two of them side by side. Can you see that? Can you see that? Tighten, you hooker. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this thing has a lock on it. It has something called AUTOSEAL. It doesn't spill, and like I've had many times, like I put this thing in my book bag with confidence, with my computer and everything. It doesn't leak, it doesn't spill anything like that. You hit this, the thing opens, boom, you get your coffee. I need it. So here's the thing. I work all night long. I drive a truck all night long. I mean, a minimum of 12 hours, and I be needing coffee all night long. Oh, it's snowing. I didn't even realize that. I gotta get ready to go. Anyway, what was that? It takes me about 4 to 5 hours to get from where I live to my destination, which is in Ohio, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Then from there, I turn around and come back. Okay, whenever I get there, after that initial 4.5 hours or whatever, that's when I be needing coffee hardcore. And I always stop and get some at whatever gas station or whatever, truck stop or whatever, but they never have anything like potent, they just have coffee. I have this that my friend bought for me, which is, you can see what it says, this is the real deal, this is the gangster right here. But the problem that I have is, I need that on the other end 5 hours from now. So that's why I bought this thing, okay? It's not expensive like a Yeti or something. I actually got this at Target for $8. It was on clearance sale for $8. I don't know what they normally are, like 20 or something. Those Yetis, which are supposed to be like, I'm sweating, because I just got out of the shower. But those Yetis, the real deal ones, they're supposed to be like super, super good. What are they, 50 bucks for a, man, it's really snowing. Anyway, sorry, 50 bucks for a coffee tumbler. So, thing is, I'm gonna try to put this in this, and then leave it there, sitting in the truck in the thing, till I get to my ultimate destination, and then I'm gonna turn the thing back on and see if the stuff is still hot. Cause that'll be about 5 hours. I saw one person did a review on it online and said that this thing will do 4 hours hot, and then another 3 or 4 hours warm, which would be perfect for me. And I'll be getting the gangster, okay? So I'll make some of that in here right now. I gotta get the hell out of here and fill this thing up. 30 ounces. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times. Will it even fit? Holy shit, this doesn't even fit underneath my Keurig. Wow, I'm gonna have to use my coffee mug to fill it up. I need to buy a carafe for this thing. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side whenever I get to my destination, and then I'll pop the thing open and see if it's still hot, do a taste test. See you then. Real quick, I just was rinsing this thing out. I got the coffee in here, ready to go in a little doohickey. You can see it's open there. And I went to rinse this thing out just because it's my first use. And look at this. All right, so that's minus a point for that. This thing at the top has no type of seal. This thing right here does not leak at all, ever. Not a drop, not a drip. These are awesome, but they're not thermal. The shit does not stay hot in these, but this is just water in it. Rinse it out. And the water, oh, okay, well now it's doing, oh, there it is, see? The lid is on all the way. This thing is shut all the way. And it's just, don't tip it over, because your shit's gonna be everywhere. So that's minus 1 point already. Anyway, more later. All right, I'm in the truck. On my way to, whoa. Is this ice? Ah! I get excited. This ice. Is that my buddy? Hyundai. It's Hyundai Sonata. It's Hyundai Sonata. Anyway, so for size comparison, there's my Contigo, which holds 16 ounces. And here's the ZAC Cascadia, which holds 30 ounces. But as big as it is, it does have the fluted bottom, whatever you call that, and it does fit in the thing just fine. So there's that. Hyundai. Yeah, so there's that. Drink some of this right now. Okay, hey y'all. Quick update on the ZAC Cascadia coffee tumbler. Ooh. I really do like the way this looks. The color is awesome, and the texture of this thing is it's wonderful. But I do wish that there was like a friggin' thing for me to slide my fingers in or something. So because it has a texture, but still it'll slide right out of your hands. There's no. I need a handle or something is what I'm saying. I like the way it looks. It's pretty sexy. And for $8 on sale, awesome. All right, so I didn't make it all the way to my final destination yet, but it has been, I think, exactly 4 hours, or maybe 4.5 hours, something like that. 4 hours later, let's see if this coffee is still hot. It says hot for 4 hours, cold for 20. I'm gonna give it a little bit of leeway though, because like I said, I think it might have been 4.5 hours so far. So the outside of it stays completely cool, by the way, except for the lid. The lid is still, yeah, the lid is still warm. I'm feeling heat coming out of here when I opened it. Let's see. Nope. Not hot. It's lukewarm. This lasts about the same. Damn, that's that strong ass coffee though. Ugh. I'm still gonna drink this. It'll be cold, but I'll probably get where I'm going in about 2 hours, and then so in about 2.5, 3 hours, I'm gonna drink this anyway because it's got caffeine madness happening, and I need it. So, but no, it's not hot. This lasts about the same as my other one over there, where I put it. So, I was unsatisfied with the ZAC Cascadia doohickey with Juju, whatever this thing's called, Cascadia. I mean, I like it. I still use it every day because it holds a lot. It's sexy. It feels good in my hand. And, you know, it holds a lot. And I drink a lot of coffee, so it helps in that regard. But my problem wasn't solved. I still need something that can hold my coffee hot for at least 4 hours until I get to my ultimate destination at night for work. So I bit the bullet and I went and got this thing, the actual boss hog of coffee tumblers for Rambler. I don't know I guess the Rambler is the name. It's the YETI Rambler. And this is also 30 ounces, but look at the difference in size here. It's kind of weird to me. I hope the light's good enough. The ZAC, for some reason, is way bigger looking. I don't understand it, but I'm going to say if they hold the same amount, you definitely want the smaller one, right? So, point for YETI on that one. Now what I'm going to do is the exact same test. I'm going to put a bunch of coffee in this one. The good shit, obviously. Wake the fuck up. I've been mixing them lately, actually, so I'm going to do half this and half this. And I'll put that in this and let it sit for 4 hours and see if it's still hot. Now, I met a guy who had one of these and he said, damn things keep your shit hot for 12 hours, piping hot or something like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. Well, we're gonna find out tonight. It does say on here, over-insulated for maximum insulation. What? Oh, over-engineered for over-engineered for maximum insulation. So, quickly, and by the way, I think this thing looks good as shit. I really like this one even better. First thing I'm gonna do is put some water in it and rinse it out, just like I did the other one, because the other one immediately started leaking, if you remember. So, give me a second. So here we go. I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse. Get all the barbiturates and the insecticides and the pestilence out of there from the factory. Somebody told me that these things actually have gas inside of them. It was that dude who I was talking to about his. He said that there's no. I take that back. It was another dude. Another dude told me that I guess in between the layers of the metal of the cup there's compressed gas, and that's what helps to insulate. Wow, I see myself in the reflection with the mirror and the glass. That's pretty cool. You can see outside, and then you can see me like Max Headroom. Man, sorry, but yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. But all right, here's the water test. Wait, let me rinse the lid off. Put the lid on. Then we'll give it a wipe. Paper towel, just so you know I'm not cheating or nothing. Look at that. Wait a minute. I don't know if that was residual or what. I'm gonna make sure this thing's all the way closed also. Try that again. Put the water off here. Yeah, it's leaking. So, yep, look at that. But it's not leaking horribly. So, what I'm gonna say that so far, my original CONTIGO is the boss as far as leak proof. This thing has never leaked, not a drop ever. And it's still my favorite, honestly, for the size of it and everything. It's just not insulated. So it doesn't keep shit hot long enough. Anyway, so I like this lid. Compare the lids here. The YETI is just sexier. Like if you look at this one, you can like see the hole, look through it, and it's kind of, I don't know, cheap looking. This one is like, baby. Anyway, all right, let's get some coffee real here. Okay, so got that in there. By the way, this Keurig adapter cup thing sucks. Just for the record, I'm not a fan of it at all. Oh, and also, this thing, like I said before, was on sale for $8 at Target. I don't know what the original price was. If I had to guess, I'd say $19.99. This thing I got at Dick's, and it was $40. I'm not J-Lo. I don't have P. Diddy money. I can't afford this shit. Anyway, $40. No, it's $38. $40. So, just saying, high expectations. But it is fucking sexy. Look at that. For sure. Should have got the pink one. Just different. Oh, that's fun stuff. Alright. Okay, so this thing just got done with load number 2 in the Keurig, which died on me the other day, strangely enough. This thing is like new. It's like 6 months old, if that. And one day, like last week, it just stopped working, which was weird. But then the next day, it worked again. I didn't understand that. Anyway, there we go. We got about, what, I did 2 times 14, so 28 ounces of liquid in this thing, roughly. Put the lid on there. And one thing I will say right now is when I put the lid on this one last time and I had it sitting in my cup holder in my truck, I could feel, like when I put my hand on top of it, I could feel the heat radiating from it. And I was like, yeah, I can tell that's where the heat's going to leak from it, and it's not going to work. Now, on the other side, this one right here, I feel nothing. The outside feels nice and icy cold. You can see it's hot on the inside, but it's all steamy and shit. And let's see when I crack this. Get a little steam action. No, don't even let the heat out when you open it. Yeah, I have a feeling that this thing's going to kick ass for the hot. 4:28 on the clock. 4:28 on the clock. See ya at 8:48. 8:48? 8:28. We'll see how we're doing at 4 hours. Peace. Just a quick observation. I just got in the truck and just put the YETI in the tumbler, or in the the holder deal. And look at this. Where do I get to the stop sign there? This thing definitely leaks probably just as much as the Zach, which is disappointing because I'm gonna be honest. Let me put on my seatbelt so this thing will stop dinging. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. And it's definitely sealed shut. I'll prove it. Wait a minute. Open, closed, bubbling right up out of there. Ah, that sucks. The lid is on tight. Oh shit. The lid is on tight. I'm pushing down on it. It's leaking like a sieve, as they say, whatever the fuck that means. But anyway, yeah, that's just an observation. So a minus a point for that also. But I will say that owning this thing is exciting for some reason. When I picked it up at Dick's yesterday, I grabbed it and I just like smiled like, oh shit, I'm getting a Yeti. It's like, oh, it's very nice. It's very premium feeling. It just makes you feel like you, whoa, I'm driving. It just makes you feel like you bought something worthwhile. It does feel nice, but it's fucking leaking from the top. Yeti, damn. Oh well. Contigo, maybe for the win if this thing can't keep shit hot either. Okay, hey y'all, we're back with. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Yeti. What's it called again? This fucking thing. Sorry, this thing right here. Damn, this thing is so sexy though. Tell me that's not sexy. That is a good looking piece of coffee hardware right there. Anyway, the time now is it's been about over 4 hours now. The outside of this thing is ice cold, not ice cold, but you know, room temperature. The lid, there is some warmth still going on with the lid. The top, I can still feel warmth coming from it, which is a bad thing. It means that the heat's escaping from the top, just like on the other one. But let's crack this baby open and see what we got. If you hear the hissing, it's from my air brake. It's leaking. Like, listen to this. Oh, now it stops. Yeah, great. Make me look like an asshole truck. Anyway, the air leaks out of here. It just constantly just all the time. That's the first time I've ever been able to make it stop. Anyway, here we go. Got it cracked open. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the lid off and see if we can see any steam. That'll be a cool way to... It's hard as hell to get this lid off, which is a good thing. So, my buddy said, or not my buddy, this dude I met said, like 8 hours later, his coffee is still piping hot. It's been about 4 hours and 20 minutes, and I don't see no steam coming off this shit, so it's definitely not piping hot. I put my face up to it, I feel very little warm. We get a sip. It's lukewarm. It's lukewarm. Boo! This thing does not perform hardly any better than that $8 one as far as some heat shit goes. Matter of fact, my Contigo, the one with the super seal that never leaks and never like drips or anything, it can keep shit warm for this amount of time. I was hoping to get something that could last a lot longer than that, and this is not it. $40 Yeti fucking coffee cup. Four hours in, the coffee is lukewarm. It went from piping hot to lukewarm. Nah, I'm not impressed. Basically, all three of them do the same thing. He said, that dude said, oh, there's compressed gas in there. That's why that shit'll stay hot forever. Fuck you. Nope. I mean, it's warm. It's still drinkable. But put it this way. There's a thermos at the job where I pick up my truck every day. I was just there earlier. I went in I asked the dude if there was any coffee left from earlier. He said, yeah, it's been sitting there since this morning, but it's still hot. And I cranked a few squirts of coffee into a cup. The shit was still hot. Had been sitting there since this morning at 6 o'clock in the evening. Still piping hot. That's the kind of performance I'm looking for. And even at $40 with this premium ass looking expensive fucking Yeti horse shit, I'm not getting it. So I'm just gonna have to get myself an actual thermos. That sucks. Epic fail. But it still looks good. Okay, so after all that, after what, 1, 2, 3, 4 different travel friggin' coffee mug situations. Hours and hours and hours of testing and recording and trying and shopping and trying and sucking and everything, just sucking. Sorry. I still haven't solved my problem. My problem was, if you remember, that I need to make this coffee right here because it's the strongest coffee in the world, and I need to make it at home and then have it stay hot for at least 4 to 5 hours when I need it on the return trip from Ohio every night for my job. So 5 hours from now, I would like for this coffee to be in some sort of a contraption and remain hot, or at least warm, not ice cold, for me to drink on my way home when I'm falling asleep at the wheel and it's all dangerous. That is what I need. $40 Yeti fails. $8 on sale, I think regular $20 Zach fails. And by the way, this Yeti leaks like an asshole. Both of these both leak like crazy. Like I don't know. For $40, I mean, for the $8 one, okay, it leaks, whatever. I'll be careful. But for $40, yeah, they can do better than that for that Yeti. $40? Fuck you, for a cup and it leaks? $40 for a cup and it leaks? Kiss my ball. Pick one. Sorry. The Contigo, still my favorite, never leaks. This thing right here, I use sometimes in a pinch just because it's there. My mom bought it for me, but this thing is like made out of ceramic and the heat just goes right through it. That's why it has the strip around it, because the whole cup gets hot as hell in your hand, and then the coffee is cold within, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. So that's out of the picture. So I'm left with nothing. No solution to my problem. Wait, it was just Christmas though, and look what Santa bought me. Yeah, baby, the solution to my problem. Kind of. There's pluses and minuses with this thing. All right, first of all, I don't know what it's called, but it's a sharper image, and what it is, it's electric, boogie woogie woogie. I'll show you. It's right good, bam, there's the cord. Plug the cord in back here. Yeah, get over there. Plug the cord in back here. If you can do it while you hold the camera with the other hand. Boom. Plug it in like that. This end goes in your doohickey in your car, your 12-volt thing. And I tried it last night. It gets hot as hell. And it stays hot the whole time. Beautiful. Not perfect, but beautiful. The bad part about it is, look at the size difference. I think this thing holds 1 8-ounce cup. Or maybe 2 cups. 1 cup is what it looks like. So, what I'm going to end up doing is, as you can see, these both hold 30 ounces. This one holds 14 ounces or 16 ounces, I think. I don't know what this holds, but anyway, this one's like the lowest because the inside is skinny too. So I'm gonna have to end up taking one of these big boys, and then later on in the night, after I drink the first half of this, pour the other half into here. So basically, I end up having to take 2 coffee cups with me. It ain't the best solution, but it's a solution. My coffee troubles, oh, that's gonna be so hard. First world problems. Anyway, Yeah, this it's from Sharper Image. My aunt gave it to me for Christmas. It's made in China. Whatever, it works. It does get hot. I tried it last night. I didn't put anything in it, but I plugged it in and felt it get hot. So there's the solution. Get yourself some Death Wish coffee or some Wake the Fuck Up coffee. I'm still gonna say this thing feels the best in my hand, even though I do wish there was like something to slide my fingers in because it's very slippery. And I know at some point I'm gonna drop this and this lid is just gonna pop right off and there's gonna be 30 ounces of hot ass coffee either in my lap or on some electronics or something. And that's gonna blow and I'm gonna have to be upset about that and make a video cussing out Yeti. Anyway, hey, thanks for checking me out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and the share button and the bell button. See you next time. Peace.